Welcome, 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 celestial beings. Thank you for tuning in to the channel here. This is a general reading for the collective, so it's not going to resonate with everybody. So take what information resonates and leave the rest. There is some great information for you in the description box. And if you want to continue to support the channel, like or interact with this message or this video, or even subscribe if you haven't done so already. I've done all the things off the camera, so when I turn the camera on, I can get on down to business. So the energy that I am picking up on for the collective, I feel like what I'm picking up on is changing of routines. Someone or some of you have changed your routine or changed the way you've always done something. Taking a different look or perspective at things, decided to take a little bit more risk, um, to be outside of your own box, thinking outside of your box. Okay, so routine changes because of how being in routine almost um, ruin some aspects of your life. Let me explain. This ruin that potentially happened or that you're going through or that you went through was because you have entrusted, you let down some walls and you trusted the wrong person, per se. This person could have cancer in their chart somewhere. You could be a cancer, or this could have happened around last summer sometime, and just the whole situation wasn't good all the way around. Okay, so what you did was switched up some things, switched up some ways that you thought, or the way you think. You decided you wasn't going to give up. You went back to the drawing board. Some things that you want in your life, different outlooks, things you want to manifest in. Okay, you've been an observer for a little while. You haven't been trying to be moving hastily. You haven't been trying to react too fast. Um, Also, something could have taken place in this past December that is leading up to this change in your life. Um, because I feel like that there is a shift, there is a difference, and there is a shift, but this only because of the risk that you're taking, the thinking outside of the box and doing something different and not giving up. Even with this bad experience about this person that you entrusted yourself, something about you with, okay? They was a smooth talker. This person was a smooth talker. They can sell, insert whatever they can sell to uh the devil. They could sell sand to the Sandman. They could sell, you know what I'm saying? That's how slick they are. Okay. All right. Um, hmm. What they were trying to do against you, again, this was something about ruin. Okay. So they attempted to ruin something in your life. Um, I am the last person. I am the last person to talk about this. But for some in my collective, and it could be on fingers, this can be counted on fingers on who this may be happening to, or this can be confirmation to whom this is happening to. But this person is definitely into spell work. Okay, I'm just going to put it out there. I'm just going to put it out there because it showed up twice. It showed up as you trying to manifest things in your life now, and it's showing up as, no, this is something that somebody is bringing into your life. This is what was supposed to ruin you. Okay, definitely doing things on the low, thinking that you're not tapped in enough to know. And because I am talking about this and how they try to ruin you, um, I feel like you know. So for some, this person was very deceptive, very secretive, very they were manipulative too. Again, they could sell ice to a snowman. What this is how absurd it is. But they're very good at what they do. They are a good ass salesperson. Okay. Unfortunately, you bought into the bull or you bought into their madness, but you wasn't sticking around for it, right? You wasn't sticking around for the shenanigans, and so that's when they decided to shift and do these things to you. For some, it was a romantic interest, but for others, this was just somebody in your circle. They try to pitch some absurd shit to you. It sounded absurd to you, and you wasn't down with it. And so this person is resorting to spell work to try to make your life a living hell, to try to force some type of um, resolution, not a resolution. They're trying to force some type of destructive anything in your life, right? But this is just what they did. This is what they attempted to do. I feel like that spiritually some justice has happened on your behalf where you're not, like, you didn't see this work happening for you. So whether this was ancestral work or just guides and guardians and things like that protecting you from the shenanigans that was supposed to ruin you, no. There was some spiritual justices here. I don't feel like what they attempted worked. But they definitely attempted it, and this is how confident they was in doing this work against you, right? But now there's a spiritual justice on them for attempting to do that to you. But you're divinely guided and protected, and that's why it didn't work. But that's why they're going through their newfound hell for trying to ruin you. They tried to set you up, okay? But it didn't work, you know. So this is you, unbothered in your world, still doing the things that you do, still maintaining. Again, you was an observer, or there was an observer around watching. What about this risk? I'm think it feels like, okay. So this risk, okay, somebody was definitely in competition with you. Again, this is somebody in your circle. This is somebody in your circle, right? Because this is somebody who was able to tap into your energy or attempted to anyway. So this was somebody in your circle in secret competition to you that pitched some crazy stuff to you, didn't sound right, didn't like that you rejected it, wanted to try to cause all kind of devastation in your life that didn't work. You never gave up. You kept going. I feel like it just feels like that you just are going through life unfazed, but the change is, I feel like, it's who you are allowing to stay around you and in your energy. That's the change. You are risking, the risk that you are taking is being alone or without this person, because this person was close. They were close enough to access you. You know what I'm saying? So the risk was losing their friendship or that relationship or whoever. Um, and moving on either alone, without them, with other people, or with a select few, right? Definitely about some money. This is definitely over some money, and why this person is in their feelings, and why you didn't buy into whatever they were selling. That's the risk. There's the risk. You didn't buy into what they were selling. It was too damn risky. It was too damn risky. What they was proposing, you could have lost out on a lot. And for some, okay, I'm just gonna put this out here. This is so specific. So I don't feel like that this is gonna be for a whole lot of people, okay? But this is so specific. This person owes somebody some money. This person owes somebody a lot of money, and it could be tied to drugs. That's for whoever it's for. Now I'm stepping out of that, and I'm gonna go on with the rest. They didn't get it. They fucking worried about what's about to happen to them next. For the others that you just didn't buy into this bull, they worried about what they gonna do next, and they didn't get what they thought they was gonna get from you because you didn't buy it. They trying their little spells and stuff. Um, it looks like they were around enough to see that it didn't work or it wasn't working, and they was up there trying to figure out why it wasn't working on you. Oh my goodness. They're trying to figure out why they stuff ain't work. It worked because it backfired. That spiritual justice. I'm sorry. I'm people amaze me. I try not to let them, but somehow they always do. Okay. Yeah. They're trying to figure out why what they sent didn't work. But it did. Because now they're in the situation that they in. They're trying not to give up. This person is gonna come to them for they money or they stuff, and they don't have it. They don't have either one. And they trying to quickly figure out, or they trying to figure out how they can make some quick money or how they can do something quickly, whew, to get out of this bind. Mm. A bind. Here's the devil. Here's the devil. A bind that they clearly put themselves in. Don't be a part of this shit. This person does spell work on top of all this other craziness. Yeah, this person is very, very toxic, and you need to stay away. Y'all need to stay away. This is not your fight or your problem. This is not your fight or your problem. You got other stuff to do because you've changed how you're doing things, your routines. You're doing things different. You're moving different. That's why this person can't figure it out, because you're not even moving the same. They took you for a fool. They took you to be the fool that they thought you were until they found out different, that you don't move like that. Yeah, that you don't move. Ooh, okay. Let's get this first one. They are trying to hold on to any ounce of being in your energy, being around you, being your whatever. Hoping that you would give them, this is Six of Pentacles, hoping that you would give them the answer to their problem, to their solution. They're remember I said they're determined, and they determine that it's going to be you. And okay, at first the spell work it was supposed to be like some kind of master manipulation type spell, okay, right? So they were supposed to be able to control you. When that did not work, then their thought was to destroy you. And that still didn't work. So this person is trying to come up with another plan because they desperate. It ain't that they determined. They asses is desperate. Whew. If you don't know, now you know. If you don't know, now you know. This person is a con artist in disguise, and they manipulate and do stuff to whomever that they can. Only thing is, you got the Wheel of Fortune twice. Their attempts has failed. You are unscathed, okay? But what's happening, and you're still sitting in your stability and your power, money untouched, all those things. But what is happening is, because you didn't go along with, because it didn't work on you, because you didn't up them funds, because you did all the things you didn't do seriously, on top of the karma that they received, their life is drastically changed, and it's changing, and their consequences is catching up with them. Like I said, it feels like that shit backfired, and what they sent you, this ruin that they sent you, is actually what they're now going through. The ruin that they sent you is what they're going through. And whomever that they owe this to is coming in quick, fast, in a hurry for their shit, whether it's their money or their stuff. And this is the quick, fast, and hurry, along with, because this person is with the shits. See what this says? Swiftness. Okay. Oh, this ain't no game, and this ain't no joke. Somebody done fucked around and found out, and they finding out, and now they're actually reaping what they sowed. Oh my God. This is the third one. Just at the bottom of this 9 of Wands. They are so damn desperate. They are desperate. They are desperate. You know what? So this is a situation. This is what I have. This is definitely for somebody in particular. This is confirmation. What this person had did try to do to you, except it didn't work. But this is the situation they're in, and so you got to decide if you want this person around you in your energy or whatever. You may have already found out, or maybe you're finding out, but this is clearly somebody's bad judgment catching up with them, and whether you're going to be a part of it is totally up to you. But y'all know what? I'm not worried about it. I know y'all got this, and I know y'all gonna do what is best for y'all. So until the next reading, I love y'all, love y'all, love y'all. I'm stepping away from this.